Late June, Google rolls out a spam update on Discover. The tracking tools? Nothing. Our volatility index stays flat at its floor. The leaderboard doesn't move. And yet this update moved close to a third of the English feed. The signal just wasn't where everyone looks. You had to look in the right place. The right place is the pipelines. Discover isn't one feed, it's several distribution channels, the generic flow, pagination, related content, creators, personalization. Every card you see comes from one of them. And here's what we see. Pagination was 19% of the English article feed before the update, 31% after, plus 12 points. On the daily curve, it's not a gentle slope. It's a sharp step on 24 June, the first day of the rollout, then a plateau around 30 to 32%. Every other pipeline recedes, editorial from 29 to 25, Moonstone from 10 to 8.5, personalization and creators roughly halved as a share. 2 honesty checks. Pagination was already climbing before the update, so the whole June rise isn't the update, the one-day step on 24 June is. And total volume is stable. This is a redistribution, not growth. The takeaway, the update, didn't mainly change who wins. It changed the plumbing. Close to a third of the English feed now flows through pagination. Let's look at that pipeline up close. Pagination is the continuation channel. When an engaged reader scrolls deep, Google extends the thread. It reserves other articles from the same publisher on the same topic further down. Mid to deep position, heavy recirculation, almost all articles. Who wins it? Established brands with deep catalogs, authority press, sports and rolling news. On the English market, the June story tilts toward defense, geopolitics and international news. Tom, the Irish Times, the defense desks climb hard. Not the new entrants. How do you get it? Not by targeting it directly. The entry point is the core of a topic, then depth on a vertical and editorial continuity. It's volume on a captive audience, not acquisition. Now, who wins and who loses? The signature is clear and expected. It's a size story. The giants, sites above 0.75% of the feed, 0 losers, 89% stable. Small sites take the damage, more losers than winners. No sector is targeted as such. Some sports fall, but that's end of season. Google didn't drop the market. It reweighted distribution against the sites. Its quality signals rank as weakest, typically niche, independent or shallow. But on what signal exactly? We tried to measure it. We built a composite score per site. 4 axes: authority with a knowledge graph entity and social platforms, audience, discover history and catalog depth, and real quality, the core web vitals measured on real users, plus ad density. The idea is to measure, not guess. The result is directionally right, a monotone gradient. Low bucket, 50% losers. High bucket, 15% losers, 60% stable. A low-scored site is roughly 3 times more likely to fall than a high-scored one. On the English market, the gradient is narrower than on French because the ecosystem is more uniformly mature. The quality signal points the right way. Winners are faster, and on English the standout is INP, 144 milliseconds for winners against 87 for losers, minus 23%. LCP and CLS follow. A real user signal, one factor among others. One honesty, the score has no thematic dimension. When a theme's tailwind is strong enough, a weak quality site can win big anyway. Coddled that thought. A second mechanism matters, removal. Sites present before, gone after. We measured it against a calm April control. And here, the English market differs from the French one. There is no switch-off wave. At every size tier, the exit rate is at or below the calm period baseline. Whatever this update does, it does by turning sites down, not by switching them off. Demotion and surface reallocation, not removal. Does June undo May? We cross each site's May ratio with its June ratio. Blind screen, no hand picking. May losers, median 1.23 in June, they win more often than they lose, 47 against 30, a real if partial recovery. May winners, median 0.91, they lose far more often than they win, 22 against 6, a genuine double reversal. The stable middle holds. It's a two-sided mean reversion, not a fresh reshuffle. A site that loses hasn't lost forever. A site that gains can hand it back. One last zoom. One theme detaches clearly on the English feed: international news, geopolitics, and defense. It climbs from about 8.5% to 10.4% of the feed, the single biggest thematic move. And the gain is broad, carried by defense and geopolitics publishers, Defense UA, Military Times, alongside established outlets like W.com and the Irish Times. This is unusual for a spam update, whose story is normally about who loses. And it's the tailwind the site-level score cannot see. A weak quality defense site can win big just by riding the theme. So, for you, 4 questions. 1. Is your change data to the rollout, or are you guessing? 2. One pipeline, or all of them? 3. Your exposure. Are you on the rising pipelines, pagination, or the falling ones? 4. Your authority and quality score. Where do you sit? If you can't answer, that's exactly what we measure, pipeline by pipeline, site by site. The next update can revise it both ways. We keep measuring.